fish.
See how I did that,
Hi folks, and welcome to another episode of Get Real Fishing. I'm your host, Captain Dave Adrian, bringing you some of the most exciting angling adventures in Western New York. In this episode, we take to the stream in search of stocker and holdover brown trout in April. We'll use light to moderate spinning gear to present small spinners and salted minnows to holding browns in moderately clear water. Our featured anglers in this episode are Tim Jerome and my brother Jeff Adrian. Both are experienced outdoorsmen and both possess a true appreciation of just how much fun it can be to spend an afternoon plying a small stream in search of these 6 to 12 inch brown trout. We started the day by working a previously productive hole with Tim trying spinners and Jeff using salted minnows on a size 6 bait holder hook and a split shot up the line about 3 feet.
Straight Panther Martin. No split shot. It's a silver gold combination.
Out of it.
Here we see the spinner in action, viewed both above and below the surface. The flash mimics a wounded minnow, and the weighted spinner runs perfectly in the stream environment. In this cutaway drawing of a meandering stream, the outside bank is eroding while the inside is shallower from deposited sediment. This is mostly due to the difference in current velocity, with the faster, more turbulent water found primarily near the outside of the bend. Looking more closely at a typical stream scenario, we have a shallow area on the inside of a creek bend where current is slower. This contrasts sharply with the opposite outside bank where fish take advantage of the deeper, scoured eddies behind large rocks and boulders. Later in the show, we'll take a look at how and why trout use these obstructions as holding and feeding areas.
First cast.
Notice how Jeff wets his hand before handling the fish. This reduces the amount of slime that is rubbed off the trout, thereby greatly increasing its chance of survival once released.
Alrighty.
Oh,
he spit it.
quick release. Quick release.
Yep.
This pool held several fish, and both Tim and Jeff hooked up with browns. fishing. Here are some spinners that are worth trying when fishing for trout in streams. Keep in mind that regulations on some streams require that only a single hook may be used on the lure. In this side view of a typical stream, we see the largest trout is located behind the biggest collection of boulders, which create swirling eddies in the current, concentrating prey items such as aquatic insects and minnows. Progressively smaller trout are forced to occupy less desirable locations, offering fewer feeding opportunities. By evaluating the fish habitat in a stream, you may be able to locate where the dominant or alpha trout may be holding. Direct your efforts in that area, and you may catch the largest trout in the pool.
Plus it concentrates food. By swirling like that, it's the, insects, everything gets caught up in that vortex. That you got.
Okay, just hanging there.
After a few missed strikes, we found the right combination of split shot to present the
Fish
salted
on.
minnow in this pool without hanging up on bottom.
Oh, that's a nice fish. There's no. I guess you got him.
Just look like I forgot to. Look at that.
Welcome back to the conclusion of our stream brown trout fishing show on Get Real Fishing. We're wrapping up a pretty successful day in April with a number of decent brown trout taken on salted minnows and spinners. Here's Tim with the last fish of the day.
I guess that one was going nowhere. Nice fish.
Perfect ending to a perfect day. See you next time on Get Real Fishing.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my guest anglers Tim Jerome and Jeff Adrian for showing us their technique for spring brown trout. And I'd like to thank you, the viewer, for taking the time to watch Get Real Fishing. I'm your host, Captain Dave Adrian, and I hope to see you next time when we bring you another episode of Get Real Fishing.
It looks a little bit like the Bigfoot open brush here now.